Hi Leo, welcome to your Astro Reels. It is my pleasure to read for you, as you know, but wait, you don't have to be a Leo for this reading to be for you, as you may already know. As long as you're here and something is resonating, then chances are it's for you, because ultimately these are just collective readings. We know that. Looking at the collective energy, but today we're going to kind of take a look at it as it expresses itself through the sign of Leo. And you know that you don't have to be watching this video at the time that it is being done. If it's for you, then it's for you. It's interesting. I heard marketing when I dropped the Ace of Pentacles. So who are you that this is coming up for? Anyway, if you'd like to work more personally with me, you know we do pretty much a lot. So head on over to our Etsy page, our meeting me and my spirit team, to kind of see where you fit in. And yeah, anyway, let's move on. Okay, so grief, there it is. The world, yes, okay. So let's jump in, Leo. As I'm feeling, oh yes, thank you. As I'm feeling your collective energy, you guys, it pretty much can be summarized at 1 minute 11 seconds of this video so far as growing pains. I love it because remember I was like, oh, and then I said yes, because I could feel the back and forth energy that was going on here. 1 minute 22 seconds. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles vying for position with the grief card, the Five of Cups. What's under here again? Six of Swords. Got it. Oh, look how there's a split as well between the two. Whenever we have the Six of Swords energy, it refers to the motion, the movement, the process of moving forward from some place or some status or some state of being, to be most correct, that was pretty much turbulent. And the idea is that you're moving towards something that is more beneficial for you, something that is more placid. I hear the word, let me look up this word. This is, hold on. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Stayed, S-T-A-I-D. And it kind of like, I was like, I know this word stayed gives me a sense of, I don't know, I don't want to say dull, but not dull. But anyway, the dictionary definition is sedate, respectable, and unadventurous, right? So obviously those are flavorings, because the words that were coming through was stayed, placid, right? I don't want to go straight to say tranquil, because that is not energetically a right fit for some reason, even though our minds would be like, hey, but they actually mean pretty much the same thing, or they feel like they mean the same thing, but energetically they do not. So what I'm seeing here is there is you making this transformation into more relaxing or more energetically still energies. And it's funny because right before I opened this video, turned on this video, the guide said, we want you to return to a place of stillness. And interestingly, you look at this card, God bless, right? Jesus, the energy, which, as I always tell you through this channel, you will never hear me speak of anything in religious terms, because, you know, at the end of the day, there are energetic influences that came to the earth and were packaged in a way, and now we call them religion. Sometimes people call them philosophy, sometimes, right? So just moving from a different perspective, the energy of the Christ consciousness is what Jesus Christ represents. And I do believe that his energy, or its energy, because it could be a function even of the universe, of the creator, all this is discourse. But what I will tell you is this energy, which we're just going to say, hey Jesus, or Jesus, you know, do you, or whatever other names that you would like, it has chosen to be present for this reading and has communicated the energy of learning to be still. So we're moving back to stillness. So this is what we see coming in for you, Leo. But again, I want to recognize that the gravity of your energy is kind of being a little bit offset from timing again because of this competition between your grief, which is on its way out, by the way, as well as the new energies that are coming in. I did want to let you guys know that as I was feeling into this dynamic here, I heard one of you, or somebody of you, a spokesperson, if you will, pretty much say, yeah, but he keeps calling me, or they keep calling me. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm just translating or interpreting the energies in the English. And the idea that was communicated with those words is that, yo, I'm trying to make headway, but this person or this thing keeps popping into my life, please understand, people, things, any energies, people, places, things, situations, ideas, do not just pop in. You call them in. So you may be like, Jay, I'm not trying to call in that person who did this to me, that person who put me in the hospital, that person who made me lose my time and money, that person who I blocked, and you're questioning me, and I'm questioning you, questioning me, because I want you to remember that everyone's questioning. We're not looking at the conscious mind level, because why would you call that in for yourself, right? But remember that when we're working in the energetic field, which is what I do, I'm an energy reader and I do intuitive work, I move things in the energy field, we're operating under different energies. We know this in our everyday conversation already. Our most loving therapist will remind us that we have this whole other thing called the subconscious, and then discursively people will put all different types of words and to describe the different mentalities and levels, and it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have to understand that you're more than just your body, physical body, and you're more than just your conscious mind, because your conscious mind will be like, I didn't want that, I wanted a burger. But you don't know what motivated in your subconscious, in your origin story, which includes past lifetimes, energetic conditioning, all sorts of stuff, to make you culminate into a moment where you felt like having a burger, or even more, felt split between having a burger and a salad. So please understand that just because you don't believe you would do that, or you would rather die than be associated with wanting a certain thing or identifying with a certain thing, which is a dead ringer that you'd probably easily deny it on some level, then, rather than associate yourself with it. You have to understand that what we're reading goes beyond that. And when you read into the energetic field at a deeper level, your perspective is opened a little bit more, because you're not in just a physical body. You are ding, 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 working at the other levels of your field. You must expand your mindset to perceive of these things, and expand your consciousness and all that blah, 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 in order to even perceive of them, right? And so my point that I'm trying to make here is that, yes, you may not be taking action steps in the physical, or you may, but you may not be noticing that to pull these people in. But energetically speaking, you are a beacon, and your conscious mind is only one thing that is projecting something. You've got other aspects of your field. You've got inner children doing their stuff. You've got all these wounds. You're carrying generational stuff for other people. So long story short, when we hear things like, I'm manifesting this, this is in my reality, somehow this came in, I'm calling this, or this keeps happening to me, or for some reason, any of those language patterns are discursive treatments, because they reflect your learning, your mindset, your everything. But at the end of the day, they're semantics. The point is, you are vibrational, you're an energetic match for certain things to appear, and so strong that they actually appear in your physical dimension, in your reality, to the point that you can observe it through all the denial and all the stuff that we go through each day. You can observe it and have a conversation about it and be triggered by it. So it's strong. These are strong things. And so I want to say, I understand when you say, yeah, but this person or this situation, I keep getting bankrupt. Every time I get money, something, I'm like, yay, and I really say I'm going to save it this time, something pops up and I have to make a repair in my car. So yeah, what's happening? That's an invitation to inquiry, not necessarily only for the conscious mind. They'll definitely hit that conscious mind. Take a look at your steps from a logical perspective. What am I doing? Blah, blah, blah. Call in your earthy Capricornian Virgo friends. They'll and Taurus, we love you, Taurus moon. We get it, right? But also consider what's going on energetically, and maybe you might have to speak with somebody to kind of get a different, wait for the word, perspective, right? And they don't have to be an energy healer. People are channeling all day through. We do it all the time. We say it in our language, right? What's gotten into you? Yeah, when the energy healer looks into your energy field, we're like, oh, I'm seeing a presence here. Energetically speaking, it's interrupting your normal pattern. Let's take a look at what that is, right? Something's gotten into you. Something's become active. Something has been triggered in your field. So all of this beautiful conversation that the guides are bringing to us is calling us to start looking at triggers, active energy. So think about energies in your field as being latent or active. The question is, well, how latent is it? And how active is it? Because we have all energies. We are the one. We are. In fact, I'm you and you are me. And we're just, from this level of perspective, this perception in 3D, we appear to be two different people. But I'm actually representing an aspect that you already have, because I cannot bring to you something you do not have already. So it's like part of you is speaking to part of you and getting other parts of you to kind of integrate and consider and expand to think about this. And so my question to you today is, what is going on? I'm so funny because I had this conversation with myself earlier. Listen, I'm out here getting the information the same as you, and I'm needing it the same as you. In fact, I always go back and watch all of my videos, because guess what's in there? Advice that I sometimes apply and sometimes do not, but probably should. Anyway, that being said, I would invite you to take a look at your life. What's spinning out of control? While you think about that, let me take a cute sip here. It was cute because I experienced it as cute, or my inner child did. But no one saw it, and that's okay. But my inner child felt it, and it was great. We love it. Anyway, we do cute on this channel. That being said, what's spinning out of control for you? Take a look at your body. What's happening with your body? Is your body in homeostasis? I'm just going to go ahead and say, no, it's not. None of us is. If you're eating regular foods, if you're not getting your exercise, if you're, any one of those, you're not in homeostasis. And we're trying as a society to move back into a great place of homeostatic functioning within the body, mind, spirit, body, all of that. Now, I was just looking at this wonderful... First of all, I love this channel. Shout out. They don't know me, and that's fine. Diary of a CEO. But anyway, he had a wonderful guest, and I'm only partway through her video. And I was going to DM it to somebody here. You know who you are. Maybe you don't. Your name starts with a K, and your last name sometimes starts with a B or sometimes a G. Shout out. But the guest that was there is a woman named, I think her name's Mindy Pelz, P-E-L-Z. Amazing. Anyway, you gotta look at that, guys. Great stuff for the physical body, and she combines information about understanding the need to really move back into where we have been out of for so long, which is basically health and well-being. So she takes a really great physical body approach and advocates for intermittent fasting, as well as some other stuff. Great work. Okay, but that being said, take a look at your physical body. Is anything fluctuating there? Are you having any cravings? Are you noticing changes in how you eat, how you sleep, how you move throughout your space, right? Take a look at your physical space. Are you noticing clutter coming up, and all of a sudden did something fall and break? Did your eye catch something like a broken clock in your, or watch in your room? Are you zooming in on little like dust? And take a look at those changes. Also in your mindset, are you having intrusive thoughts? Are things coming up that are triggering you? Are you noticing that you're muttering under your breath? And what I would have said is, and then you're having this whole conversation and dialogue between you and some random person that doesn't even know you, or maybe does know you but doesn't even know you have these issues. And we all do it. It's called muttering. Muttering under your breath. I'm sorry, did you say something? Huh? Oh. No, I was quiet, right? Having full-blown arguments. Are you holding yourself more? Are you feeling emotionally unwell? Are you feeling imbalanced? Are you crying a lot more? Are you hearing crying in your... If you're hearing and perceiving of crying and things like that, or laughter sometimes, yes, of course, you may want to check that out. But a lot of times it's your inner child that's trying to communicate with you, and they love to link to cravings as well, food, activities. Sometimes these activities you're like, whoa, I would love that, but this is not the time and place. And that's usually your inner child, and sometimes it is the time and place, because they're literally saying, hey, this is what I need. I need to have a slice of pizza right now to get myself together. Now, this is not to be obviously you want to think about that and make sure it's not indicating something else going on, but a lot of times it is your inner child that is calling out to you. So long story short, right now what I want you to do is to notice that I picked up 2 cards. Oh, cute. We've got the 4 of Wands. This is representing togetherness and the co-creation with spirit and the holding that is going on. And you've got the 4 of Wands underneath the 10 of Pentacles, structure. So they're saying we've got you, but start looking inward. God bless you. Bye.